Hello, welcome back to my channel. So in this lesson, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I was able to come about this setup on NZDCHF and how it played out really perfectly. So it's always important that you carry out a clear analysis, you know what you're looking for in the market before you go about to take your trade. So if this is your first time here, you are welcome. Remember to click the subscribe button, like the video, and also make a comment after watching this. If you have questions you want to ask, feel free to ask in the comment section. So let's go right ahead to how this setup came about. Now, every time you come on the chart as a trader, what you always want to do, first of all, is to ask yourself, what is the market doing at this point in time? Is it trending to the upward side or is it going downwards? In this case, now we can see clearly from here, the price has been creating lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. So what does this tell you? It tells you that the trend is bearish. It tells you that sellers are in control of this market. Even though we're seeing bullish moves here and there once in a while, the major trend is bearish. So you want to play alongside with the main movers of the market, that's the sellers at that time. At the time you're doing your analysis and you've identified what the trend is. So at that time, I'd already seen that the trend was bearish and price was somewhere around this zone at the time that analysis was seen. So price was somewhere around this zone. This tells you very clearly that this was the last break of structure to the downside. This was the last point price broke out of this area here. Okay, so price tapped into this zone, made a push to the upside, then crashed down, breaking this previous structure point. Then we had price move back. So this is like a breakout and a retest. The previous area of support turning to resistance. And every time you see price in an area of resistance, it could be the horizontal resistance, the trend line resistance, a channel resistance, you would most likely expect reactions from there. So you can check the video I have on support and resistance to help you understand how this moves and how reactions take place in areas of support and resistance. All right, so I'm going to drop the link so you can check it out. Okay, so now let's continue. So price had tapped into this area of resistance. So that was where I was interested in, and I had to move lower to smaller time frames. Let me take out this. So I went to the 4-hour time frame to map out a clear setup based on what price was doing at the time. So let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what's going on. All right, so this is the 4-hour chart. And at the time, can you see clearly? Let's go back to the setup. This is the setup. Yeah. All right, so you can see at the time, price was trading around this area of resistance. Remember, I just said something about price reacting in areas of resistance. You need to actually watch the video on support and resistance so you understand how price really reacts around here. So this is resistance here. This is a trend line resistance, and we can clearly see from here the price tapped into this level of resistance, indicating that there's sellers inside of there. And remember, from what we saw on the daily time frame, the major trend was bearish. The price was already reacting at that area of resistance, indicating a possible drop to the downside, and that drop actually happened. Then if you also pay close attention. Now, trading is a lot of attention to details, right? Paying close attention to details will really help you a lot get the highest probability trades. Yeah, I know there are times, even if you have the highest probability trade, it may still not go in your direction, but it helps a lot that you pay attention to details. That way you have the higher probability of the trade playing out in your favor. So now this is a very clear double top here. A double top is a bearish reversal signal. So after price had moved, giving us push to the upside, creating higher highs and higher lows inside of here, it created this double top at this level of resistance. This just really tells you a story that there are sellers here who want to push price down. And that price actually dropped, breaking below the neckline. So when we have the double top, we have the neckline. So there was a clear breakout of the neckline. So that's exactly how this was when I decided, okay, price is ready to drop, and then create mapped out this level. I was expecting price to pull back because this was the previous level of support. Now I was expecting it to turn to resistance before it dropped, and you can see clearly that's exactly what price did. After dropping, it pushed back, turning this area of support to resistance and dropping to the downside. So as you can see on the chart, this is the current price action on NZDCHF. Price has really dropped nicely to the downside after that breakout, right? So this is how you really just have your analysis done. Simple, straightforward, nothing complicated. If you want to learn how to do a top-down analysis yourself, it's not difficult. All you need to do is send me a message on Instagram. This is my Instagram handle at Rita Trades, and I will be glad to bring you on to teach you how to do this by yourself so that you don't always have to depend on signals. You don't always have to depend on signals. Who told you you can't do this by yourself? So send me a message at Rita Trades on Instagram. I will be here to help you out, to assist you on this journey so that we can grow, learn and grow together. Okay, so if you found this helpful, remember to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, so also leave a comment in the, if you have questions you want to ask, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I will be here to attend to it as well. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.